Is it even possible to have your business not rely solely on you? Because maybe you tried going out of your business for a day or a week or a weekend or whatever for vacation, and you came back and everything started to slow down or fall apart? Are you afraid that if you do step out for a couple weeks or a month, that your business will absolutely fall apart and fail and you're just going to have to shut it down? And if that resonated with you, then you're in good company, because that's how every small business entrepreneur feels like, and that's how I felt like and still often feel like that too. And so in this video, I want to cover the 3 stages of growth, and it answers all of these questions. And if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Adam Keeler. I own a small home service business here in North Dallas. I got it from a startup all the way to $1 million a year in 3 years. And then for the next 3 years, have kept it at $1 million and struggled. And I thought having $1 million business, I would have it made, but I didn't. And that is because I didn't understand stage 2 of the 3 stages of growth. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about all 3 stages. That way, hopefully you don't get stuck like I did. So what are the 3 stages of growth? So the 3 stages of growth takes you through what a small business goes through. Kind of the startup phase, the middle part, and then after $1 million. And so the startup, that's phase 1. So phase 1 is where you're creating something out of nothing. You're putting a lot of hustle. Everything relies on you. Then you get some help. Then you probably get a vehicle like a truck, and you get some equipment, and you push, and you're trying to just be everything, wear all the hats. You're trying to network, you're trying to get as many leads as you can from your local church, from Facebook groups, from friends, from your neighborhood. You're doing guerrilla marketing. So you, as the business owner, you're building this business, but you're not necessarily trying to build it like building a house. You don't have plans really of what it's supposed to look like and all the stages to get there. You don't really have a foundation because everything just relies on you. You're kind of just piecing this all together. And so you're essentially are the business. The business isn't a structure set up, it's just you. So when you look at the structure of a business, you can kind of compare it to building a house. So when you build out a house, the first thing you need to do is have some sort of plan of what the house will look like. And then the second thing that you need to do is build a foundation. And so once you build that foundation, then you can actually put the business on top of it. And then the first stage of the structure of a house is putting up those wooden 2x4s to build out the frame of the house, like what it's supposed to be shaped like. If you don't have a structure, this framing, then you're kind of just building out whatever. If you have the plans and then you build out the framing, then you will build it in a specific way, and then it will hold all the stuff that you will build in stage 3, or working to get to stage 3. So if you don't have that framework, then you're in big trouble. And hopefully this analogy really hits home and you understand it, because it took me forever to figure this out. And I was trying to go to stage 3, constantly going to stage 3. Stage 2, where you're probably at, is you're feeling the growth pains, where everything is still on you. Your whole business is you. Everything's relying on you, and you need it to not be on you. Because in order to have stage 3, the business has to be its own entity, where you're the one that owns it, but you're not the one managing it. You're not the one that makes sure that everything is running well, because it's doing it itself. It's built out. And the hardest part I have found that small business owners go through is going from stage 1 to successfully doing stage 2. So a lot of times what happens is we're in stage 1 where we're the business, and then we look at stage 3 and we admire the finished product. We admire that house that has all of the structure. Everything is polished, everything's there. And we go, okay, well, the thing that will get me there is I just need to grow my business, because they have 20 employees. They have 5 crews. They have this, they have that. And so we just think that what we need to do is just spend a lot more money on ads. If we can get more leads in, then we can get more work. And if we can get more work, then we'll have more revenue, and then we will have that type of business. And I see this all the time. I did it as well. There was one year where I threw $75,000, just chunks at a time, throughout the year, in 1 year, and my business didn't grow at all. In fact, we were now $75,000 less than we were the previous year, because I had spent all that money. This mentality of revenue means a bigger, better business, and so they end up getting more leads to get more revenue, it's bad, and it's destroying a lot of businesses. Stage 2 needs to be built on the right beliefs and the right mindset in order to build the structure on. That foundation that you're pouring, that concrete foundation, is the belief that instead of revenue being your business, that you need to stop being the business and have the business actually have its own entity. It's its own thing that you need to start building. All right, so now we poured the concrete. So the next step is to get the 2x4s and start building it out. So let's say the building is 3 or 4 stories tall. You need to make sure you build the first floor first before you do the 4th floor. And then you do the 2nd floor next, 3rd floor, then the 4th floor. So you have to do it in order. Now, we're not putting on siding, we're not doing insulation, we're not putting brick, we're not doing electrical, we're not doing anything. All we're doing is framing the house or framing the business. And I think that is the thing that none of us ever think about when we're building a business. I never thought about it. So to recap, stage 1 of growth is a startup, usually all the way to about $500,000. Stage 2 is about $500,000 to about $1 million-ish. And then stage 3 is probably about $900,000 and beyond $1 million. And in stage 1, you're the business. In stage 2, you need to have the plans and built out this framing so that you can hold the business of stage 3, where everything is built out. So hopefully this was helpful for you. It definitely was helpful for me. And if you're interested in watching a masterclass, I have in the link below, I go over this in more detail, and then I go over the actual framework of what you need in stage 2. How the 2x4s, the foundation, the planning, all of that comes together. And so if you're interested in that, just click on the link below and I'll see you there.